story of my life. I'll tell about the night we met and how my heart can't forget the way you smiled at me. Humphrey Bogart. I'd like the world to know, sweetheart. The story of my life. The moment when your lips meet mine, and the first exciting time I held you close to me. All together, Jerry Lewis, I've showed you this one.
The sorrow when our loved one making up, the memory of a broken heart. You run the joy of making up.
Deep mine. There's one thing left to do. For my story's true, I gotta take you from my life. So the story of my life can't start and end. Can't start and end. Can't start and end with you. Oh, start with you. It's true. Cricket balls, when they get stuck, they're dangerous. And I went up the hospital, and there's a waiting room full of people. You know what it's like in England now. There's more people in the waiting room than there are in here tonight. And I walked in and I said, "Doctor, you've got to help me." He said, "What's wrong?" And I was embarrassed. I said, "I've got a cricket ball out my bum." He looked at it, he said, "How's that?" I said, "Don't you start. I've had enough." I said, "Can you get it out?" He said, "Wait a moment, I'll get the chef." I said, "The chef? I need a surgeon." He said, "I know, but we'll have to roll you with flour to find your arse." I can take a joke. It's not nice if you don't feel well. No. I thought I was going to die when I ate and I did. Nothing to do with the ball, I just heard the doctor say to his mate, "Shall we go blackberrying?" And you see some funny things. Now this bit is true. The fella in the bed next to me, he'd had an accident. What happened, he was driving around the M25, you know that. We came around it, most of us. It's like a big car, but he was doing 125 miles an hour in a Robin Reliant. It's true, it was a GT. Don't laugh, they're good cars. They're great if you're curb crawling, you only scuff one tyre, don't you? Anyway, he was 125 miles an hour in a Robin Reliant, and actually what happened, there was a fag packet in the road, and he swerved to avoid it, and it went out of control and jackknifed, and he finished. He's in the hospital, he's in for observation. And he sat in the bed, and the nurse sat at the bottom of the bed observing him like that. And I was next to him, and he sat like that. And all of a sudden, his eyes went all funny. And he keeled over sideways. I'll show you how he went. He went like this. Right? Like that. Right? And she saw him going like that. And she jumped up, and she grabbed the pillow, and she sat him up, and she put a pillow under his arm like that. And he sat like that for about 10 minutes, and then he went the other way, like that. And she saw him going. She jumped up again, she got another pillow, put it under his other arm, and he sat propped up all afternoon with 2 pillows. And that night, his son came in to see him, and he saw him propped up, and he said, "Are you all right, Dad?" He said, "I'm not bad, boy." He said, "What's it like in here?" He said, "It's all right." He said, "The food's all right, and the beds are comfortable." He said, "But them nurses, they won't let you fart." I only mention that because I've seen a couple of you leaning over a bit. You know who I'm talking about. It's true. And the nice thing, some of you must have been in hospital. And the nicest thing is when your friends come in to see you, isn't it? All my mates came in. One of them came and he brought his dog in. It's all right, Roy, you needn't duck, I know you're there. He brought his dog in this hospital. He's got an Alsatian dog. He has. It's that big. And he shouldn't bring it to hospital because this dog is 10 years old and it's going deaf. Right? I think it is because what he said to it was sit. Anyway, we moved the chair. It was all right. Until this dog, it started to clean itself. And they don't lose a flannel, do they? Dogs don't lose a flannel. I mean, he had his back leg round his head. He was having a ball. And my little cousin was watching it. My little cousin was watching it. And he watched it for 20 minutes. And he looked at me and he said, "Hey, Mick, there's the dog like that."
He said, "Mick, I wish I could do that."
My mate said, "You buy him a biscuit, he'll probably let you." I can't help smiling myself because I know a lot of people with us are from Norfolk. I've only lived in Norfolk for 10 years. And when I first got there, it was so, the humour is brilliant. First day, I live in a little place, for those of you who don't know the area, I live in a little town called Galston, and they got a beautiful tobacconist in there. And the first day I got there, I walked into a tobacconist shop, and I said to this bloke, "Loose Virginia, please." And he looked at me and he said, "She work at the co-op now, boy." Hey, Michael. But honestly, anyway, hospitals, I was talking about hospitals. Now, my sister, who I told you about a couple of nights ago, the one who got married, she came in with a new husband, and they were sitting one on either side of the bed, and I'm laying there in quite a bit of pain, with the cricket ball and all. No, they don't come out that easy. And my sister's a very quiet girl, and my brother-in-law is a know-it-all. I actually don't like him. And she's sitting there, and she's not saying much. He was doing all the talking. She just sat there eating my nuts. All of a sudden, please don't make your own up. They were walnuts, right? All of a sudden, she jumped out of the chair and she started to wave her arms. She got like that.
And she said, "Hey, what are all these flies doing around my face in this place?"
All my family talk like that. No, but they're white. See? And she's waiting around, and he knows everything. He really gives me the eye. He said, "I know what them called. Them called the bum flies. Cause in the hot weather, them the flies that hung round the cow's bum." She said, "Are you saying I got a face like a cow's bum?" He said, "Honey, I ain't saying nothing, but you ain't fooling them flies." Anyway, while I was in the hospital, I actually wrote a song which I've saved for tonight. Now, you know I played about this thing from time to time. I'm not going to play it and sing it tonight because I can't do two things at once. It's far too difficult in my state. So I recorded this track at home, but I wrote this song because I don't know if any of you like watching Wimbledon and things like that. I love tennis, and I was watching the Wimbledon fortnight. And my telly broke down about 6 times during the Wimbledon fortnight. And I kept sending for the repairman. He came in, he fixed it, he had a cup of tea, whatever he wanted. He could have a glass of scotch. The minute he was out the door, it broke down again. So I got fed up. While I was in hospital, I wrote a song about it. It's all in bits and pieces. It gives me a chance to mess about a bit and hopefully get a couple of you to help me. There he is. And I've dedicated this to television engineers. So if there are any TV engineers in tonight, this one's for you. I've called it simply Mr. TV Man. Goes like this. Oh no, will it if I start it? Michael. I should be sitting home now watching telly. I really would have liked to see a show. I broke the set last night. It's gone all black and white. I had to call the TV man. It won't go. All together.
It won't go.
Hey, Mr. TV man, can you come around? My television's busting it and I can't get proper sound. The fact that it won't work, it's getting to us. And on the box all upside down. Now this is Jerry Lewis, and I have showed you this one, so I want you all to sing like Jerry Lewis with me. Okay? No Dean Martins, all Jerry Lewis's. I've showed you this one. All together, Jerry Lewis. Here we go.
I keep a picture hanging upside down. I can't stand the sight of a fight.
Well, clap your hands to that one.
I need a letters from the bottom. I don't want to know what this. Everybody, my heart was good. My love was good. I never hanging up there in this Christmas. Oh, I put the dragon upside down and stand aside of the bay.
Give yourselves a round of applause, seconds. That's not the end of the song. But this is why I need one of the gentlemen to get up and help me for a minute. Now, I actually just asked for anyone at random as a rule, but there's nobody here from random, I know it. I just happen to think that as he's here tonight, and I must admit, I did do this once, the very first time I met this gentleman, and a lot of people are with him tonight, so I'm going to ask him to help me again. He probably won't do it any better than he did. Roy, would you give us a hand, please? Give Roy a hand. I need some help. Okay, come on, Roy, get yourself down here. Can't do it without you. I told him I was going to ask him to do this, and he said, no, I'll go out. You'll see. Take your hands out of your pockets, Roy. I'm doing the entertaining. Now, Roy. Now, you've got a rough idea what I've got. See, ladies and gentlemen, what we've got here now, this is a TV song. We've got a television, and it's not working properly. So, Roy, we'll imagine that it's in the corner over there. We'll look at, I should look at it with you, but we'll look at the real one. Everything you see on it will be a bit different, because it's not working properly. Okay. I'll explain to the music, Roy. Look at the caddy. Here we go. Now I'm not too sure just what I see. Could this be Lord Allen and Ray Charles? And our TV. What we're actually going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is ventriloquism. Roy's going to sit on my knee and beat a dummy. Are you, Roy? That's why I want your hands out of your pockets, so you can't take it. All right, now. This won't hurt, Roy, not a lot. Now, if I sit here, you put one leg either side. Never mind what I got, Roy. Sit down, behave yourself. Would you move around a bit? You're right on my car keys. Take it. And it is a Robin light. Well, I can't afford one of these. Now, keep your head up, Roy. Now, everybody, will you strain to see Roy's face? This is very important. What I'm going to do, I shall tap Roy on the back like this. And every time I do that, Roy will open and close his mouth like this. We'll have a little practice. Watch Roy's face. You understand, don't you, Roy? Yeah. Now, I know we do have a few youngsters in tonight, so we'll have one for the youngsters. Try this, Roy.
I wish I could fly right up to the sky.
You can. Oh, I can't. All right. Don't forget to move your mouth, Roy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we can't do Ray Allen and Lord Charles because the telly's not working. So Roy and I are going to have a go at Lord Allen. Roy's going to be Ray Charles. So here we go. Lord Allen and Ray Charles. Really quiet, Roy. Take your hand from my back and watch your knee. Really, Robert. Will you sit still? Please, Ricky. It's crippling me. Your turn, Roy. Move them out. I got to move a little charm, 'cause your knees stuck up my back. Please sit still, 'cause it seems. Roy, could you sit on both knees? You're a bit heavier than you. Oh, God. Take these tears from my eyes. Let me see. Just us, oh God, it's difficult to do this when you've got bronchitis, I tell you. Come on, Roy, move them out. Hey, hand of you, no longer count. Oh, Lord, that's a kitchen. will help this turn out for the best. All together. And always look on the bright side. All together. Always look on the bright side of life. Now when life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten. That's to laugh and dance and smile and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle. That's the... Come on, sing it for me, I'm getting a sore throat.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Come on!
Always look on the bright
Side of life. Life is quite absurd, and that's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your sin. Give your audience a grin. Remember it's your last chance anyhow. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. In Norfolk they say life's a load of squid. When do you think of it? Life's a laugh, that's a joke, it's true. But remember, it's just a show. Keep on laughing when you go, even though the last laugh is our last time, everybody. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Last one, come on. Always look on the bright side of life. See you later.
That's Mikki Wright for you. Let's bring it back to a big round of applause. Come and take that. Right on. Starting the show.